Hi guys, Jared here with Day Traders FX. Hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. We've had quite an exciting market so far. Big crazy opens, lots of activity in this US session for a Monday. Just lots of things going on. Just want to remind you to stop by the website, daytradersfx.com. There's some new material posted here. The website's slowly getting totally finished. We're going to get a whole members login area finalized, which is mostly ready. And just stop by, have a look. The latest post was yesterday. I had a daily video posted on some of the levels for the euro dollar, pound dollar, and then I recommend you have a little look at the post right before that, which was try something new for 30 days. It's a great little detail, and I just hope everyone has a chance to stop by and look at that. Now, let's get down to the nitty gritty here. The U.S. markets are just all over the place. As you can see, the U.S. is still in economic limbo, and we're definitely seeing that be the case. We've seen big swings up and down in equities, and things have just been really all over the place. Oil's still kind of hanging around this 102, 101 to 105 area, not really changing a lot. Gold's just kind of a little bit flat for the last little bit. The S&P ended up having a pretty decent day. The Dow had a really good day, and it's just there's just a lot of uncertainty going on there. Coming up for the Australian dollar, we have the meeting minutes. This is like the version of the Bank of England meeting minutes, the FOMC meeting minutes. These are all big movers for any currency pairs. So watch for this. This is this afternoon in about 6 hours or so. That should be a pretty big mover, so keep an eye on that. We've seen lots of U.S. reports this morning, and that's really got the market moving. Coming into the U.K. and the U.S. session, we have the CPI. That's a big mover. Keep an eye on that. We have the German ZOO. That can definitely be a big mover. Nothing too exciting for the U.S. Building permits, not too exciting. And Canada has got the interest rate announcement, so that's a bit of a mover, so we're going to keep our eye on that. As far as how the dollar index is looking, it's just all over the place once again. It's just consolidating in this area right around the 79, 80 area. Nothing too. We're still not getting big runs either way. We're getting big movements over a couple of hours or a couple of days even, but we're not getting big trending movements yet. And I'm still looking for this pre-summer movement to be in full force. So we're just waiting for some of these channels to get broken out of, and we'll see how things go from there. Here is the euro dollar. You can see that this thing has been bouncing around like crazy here. Here is 130 down here, and this was the daily video that I made yesterday. We had a big breakout at the end of the week. We had a big breakout as the market opened last night, and then it just hit that 130 once again and bounced right back on up. And in fact, it bounced up quite a bit. So from hitting that 130, it's up 130 pips. Lots of movement there. And once again, we're back to 131.50. This level is just getting boring at this point. It gets hit over and over again. You can see how many times it's been tested over the last several weeks. And if you go back over the last several years, it's just been tested so many darn times. I'm looking for the euro to ultimately break 130 and give us a move, but it just hasn't done it yet. So what I'll be watching for is kind of this little trend line right here, and I'm just looking to see if I'm looking to see if the market can make a run above 131.50 and give us an opportunity to buy on the break above 131.50. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on that, and I think there's a little bit of a buying opportunity above that, even into these highs right here of 132.100, 132.10. I think we've got some opportunities. So watch for 131.50 to break and get a candle opening above that, and we'll be looking for some buying opportunities. I don't think we have any selling opportunities. I'm not going to try to sell on this kind of a movement anytime too soon. Maybe tomorrow, but definitely nothing today or tonight. So just keep an eye on that. We're going to be looking for some buying opportunities above 131.50. Pound dollar. I don't even know what to do with the pound dollar at this point. It didn't. I talked about this level yesterday of breaking 158.00. We didn't end up getting a break there. It just kind of bounced around and tested those highs and those lows and so on. And it's just really been working with that 131, or excuse me, that 158.00. If it breaks, it's going to go huge. You can see this trend line that we have right here. This is a big important trend line in all of the crazy chop that we have going on. Big important trend line. We might be seeing a big breakout upward here. We'll just have to kind of wait and see. I was looking for this trend line to break and give us a run below 158.00. Hasn't gotten there yet, hasn't broken, hasn't really tested. It's just kind of bouncing around. I think 159.30 is going to end up being an important level here. Even though the market's kind of above and below that, that's still been a key level over the last several weeks. So 159.30. will be a level to watch, possibly buy above, but I'm not ready to do anything on the pound dollar just yet. I think I need to wait on this one, and I recommend kind of just waiting if you're not already in a trade from these lows to just kind of hold on and let's see where this thing goes over the next several hours and even over the next day before we look for anything. But just remember that 159.30 is probably going to be a pretty important level. Euro yen gave us a pretty nice little break here, a little short-term double bottom. It made another attempt down there, and then the buyers just snuck in and went crazy and ran this pair up very nicely. I'm still looking. We've got some pretty nice resistance up here, and I think that the euro yen may be trying to reach this 106.30-ish area, and then even potentially 10700. So again, I think there could be some buying opportunities right here, but when we have these sharp reactions, it's pretty tough to find something to get into immediately thereafter. So we need to get some consolidation and kind of see if we can get some breakouts of some channels and so on. But it looks like that's a nice little short-term double bottom, and this may be looking to push just a little bit higher. But remember, on the 4-hour chart, it's still pretty bearish. It's recovering definitely from some of that movement, but it's still on the bearish side. So we're going to be watching that, looking for that, waiting for that, and getting some activity there. I think the one that we probably have a realistic entry in sooner than later is going to be the Aussie dollar. Oddly enough, this one has been a little bit choppy, but it looks like it's got the best levels and the best setups. So what I'm looking for is a break above 103.85. If we break 103.85, I think there's 50 pips probably of movement to get into into the mid 10400s. So I'm looking for a break above 103.85, and I think we'll have a nice buy opportunity there. Otherwise, I'm going to look for a break below 103.30. I think 103.30 can take us into the 103.10 area, and then even potentially beyond into 102.50, 60, 70 area. But this channel 103.30 and 103.85, breaking out of that channel should give us a nice movement either way. So I'm just watching for that one, but it kind of looks like we might end up seeing some of that 103.85 break, but just be ready for 103.30. That'll be an important one to watch also. Gold is still consolidating. I talked about gold yesterday and making some sort of significant run beyond 1650, and it dipped a little bit below and it pushed a little bit above, and it's just consolidating basically at 1650. So just watching this level, looking to see if we can get any kind of a breakout to help signal which way we might see some of the dollar pairs going. So best of luck. Looks like there's a rally against the dollar, so we should see some of that happening, and just keep your eyes peeled for some of these breakouts on all of these pairs, and we should see some good movements. But I think the Aussie dollar might be one of our better opportunities in the coming hours. But remember, we do have the meeting minutes for Australia this afternoon. So best of luck, guys. I'll have more details posted in the chat and in the notes tonight, and we'll see if we can make some more pips. Take care, everyone. We'll see you in the chat.